How can I release stored physical pain that comes in the form of emotions out of my body? Kia ora, this is Katrin from 2 Points 1 Smile and Inspire New Beginnings. And today I would like to talk to you about, or actually practice with you, how we can two-point stored emotions that are somehow flaring up in our bodies. First of all, I was prompted to do this because I had that experience recently myself and was honestly a little bit surprised that something that I have been working with since a very long time did flare up again, was kind of triggered by an event at my daily work that brought that up, and it happened on a particular day where it's a special day for that event. And then I forgot about it for a few days again, and when I went to my dear friend to get a massage on my back, suddenly I noticed not just the normal pain that I'm getting through driving all the time, but there was a real, very strong pain in part of my shoulder. And that's, she knows two pointing, and all she then said, well, let's do that. And what I then basically did, I simply asked that pain in that particular place, what do you want to tell me? And immediately the event came up, immediately the reason came up, and I two-pointed, took a really nice big breath. She went over that muscle a little bit later again, and it was completely gone. So first of all, understanding that emotional pain can manifest itself in your physical body. So when you have physical pain for some reason, the question sometimes also is this really because I just bumped my knee against a chair? Or is this something that could have been triggered and is basically an emotion that now is kind of stuck in that particular part of the body? If you understand that that is possible, then you also know with two-pointing, it's very good to and very easy to release that part. Before we do this, I want to say, because this was such an old topic of mine, and I really felt part of that leaving and had a new picture in my head, what I did in the afternoon, I went into the sea. So I went to the beach and went into the sea and did another two-pointer in the sea and released all of this into moana, which is the Te Reo word for the sea, and I love that word, moana. Released it and asked for that to be transformed. Well, let's then have a go at this, yeah? So what you do again, you first center yourself by either taking a couple of really conscious breaths, stating mental level alpha. If you've done this meditation before, your brain now knows you want to go into a different frequency. Take another really lovely couple of breaths, relax your shoulders, and then you state simply again, everything is light and information, connecting yourself consciously with all there is. And then you drop into your heart and are grateful. Can be something very simple, something small, something that just happened, or something that you are constantly grateful for. It doesn't matter as long as you feel the feeling of gratitude. If you choose to do so, you can expand that feeling. And then, for a brief moment, you focus on that particular pain, wherever that is in your body. Only briefly. And then you ask the question, what do you want to tell me? Ooh. If you know, my response is always automatic now. My yawning means release, so the process goes really quick with me. But when you do it, you ask, and then you feel if something is coming up. So, and that's something you can either sense it, you can clearly visualize it, you can feel it, it doesn't matter. As you know, it doesn't matter if you feel anything, because it is giving you an answer. And now you simply state, be transformed or be released through all space, time, and dimension. The idea is not to figure out why this is still there, what exactly it is, investigating. All we want is to allow this feeling that is somehow stuck to a muscle or some part of your body to leave in peace. After you've done this, you can continue with your normal practice by asking, are there any emotions related to this? Are there any limiting beliefs related to it? Are there any other blockages? So you continue the full shebang if you like, unless the first bit was already enough. And then, after you've done this, there's more coming. So I simply ask the question, is there anything else that wants to be released or transformed? You can do that too. And wait for the wave to move through your body and move and transform that blockage or that blocked emotion. Yeah, and I can sense there's more, so then you ask, is there anything else today that would like to be released and transformed? You can stay in that stillness, in that moment of release, as long as you like. It is a nice feeling. Usually your mind is completely clear, or it's kind of white. And that in itself is the benefit of two-pointing, which I love, having no thoughts. And now the second bit is, again, now you are asking, are there any resources that would be helpful for me to transform and release this here on the physical level? And then you scan your energy field again. Ooh, there it is. And if you feel a resonance, this time you state integrate. And again, if this is a nice feeling and you enjoy it, you can stay there as long as you like. The process happens like this. However, if time allows and it feels good, if you stay in this space or in this field or in this stillness, that's where healing takes place automatically without any doing. And that can just feel pretty good. So I sometimes stay there a little longer. And then the last bit again is that you are now connecting with your future aspect that is part of who you are in a different dimension, and that has already transformed this and released it. And you are just asking to connect with that aspect of yourself. When you feel the connection, you state integrate again. And that part is now also guiding you, pulling you in the right direction. So when you, after you've done this, feel something like I felt, it would be good to go into the sea and wash this all off. If you feel something like this, then listen to your intuition and follow that inner guidance. If you feel you just need a nap, then you take a nap. If you feel like dancing or connecting with someone, whatever comes up is your inner guidance system. And I encourage you then to follow up on that. So I hope you found this helpful and beneficial, and I wish you all the very best with transforming any emotion that may be stuck in your physical body. Bye for now.